Mathieu Quignou.
I am a teacher researcher at the University of Paris 8 in a laboratory called Paragraphy in Information and Communication
Et par
Sciences.
ailleurs, j'ai aussi une activité à la chaire UNESCO ITEM.
I also work at the UNESCO Item Chair and as a lawyer in digital law. I did a thesis on the transfer of knowledge between the European Union and China, so halfway between information sciences and law in a doctoral school in law.
L'idée, c'est que, bon, bah, par exemple, un
The
certain nombre
idea is
de
that,
tokens
for example,
peuvent être
a certain
vraiment,
number of tokens or crypto assets have a real equivalence. That is to say, a bit like grains of rice of the same size. You can really substitute one for the other. With non-fungible tokens, we have metadata that are integrated into these tokens that allow for true identification, and these tokens are really specific, and we cannot in fact have another token that would have the same characteristics. Beyond the question of the transaction history.
Les artistes qui font de l'art numérique ont un vrai problème au niveau de la monétarisation de leur travail.
Artists who make digital art have a real problem in terms of the monetization of their work linked to the absence of support. In fact, since the sector in the art market is really based on the idea of the curve of the exception, and we have a market around galleries, auctions, etc. It's just that digital visual artists don't have access to that through channels, or have difficulty accessing it, because there's no native medium. So blockchain, to a certain extent, specifically these non-fungible tokens, can be used to create uniqueness and scarcity, and this is what is quite interesting, and there is a real craze at the moment around these issues.
De ces questions-là. Alors ça, le problème est encore là en partie, hein, et c'est des jetons qui ont.
So the problem is still there in part. It's tokens that are partly standardized, but we can start to integrate additional metadata. There is also a whole artistic work that can be done around what is integrated directly from the readable by any user, what can be hidden and readable only by the holder of the token. There are several games that can be done around that, and these sales can be carried out either on centralized platforms or really in a completely decentralized way. This is also quite interesting.